Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Looking out at Saba here. We are on our way down to St. Kitts, and I can see Anguilla and St. Martin off in the distance there. This is kind of a neat one for a number of reasons. The first of which being, I suppose the biggest of which being, is that there is a new airport released for Bradshaw, released by SLH Sim Designs. It's the same company that brought you, for example, Anguilla's Clayton J. Lloyd International Airport. They also did Pointe Pitre in Guadeloupe. My brain is working a little slowly here right now. We've turned the landing lights on, about to hit 10,000 feet. And I know that most of you will be saying your brain is working slowly now. What about the rest of the time? So, but there's also some other interesting stuff about this approach, and let's actually get to that now. So let's do an approach briefing. Come over here. So Bradshaw approach on 119.6. There is no VATSIM controller on, although we are on VATSIM, and actually that makes me think here. Let's go down real quick to FMC. Let's select runway 7, go to the fixed page, and we'll put 30. We'll put 15. And we'll put 10. Whoopsie. And we'll put 10. And now we've got our ring ranges. Bradshaw traffic, American 318 is 30 miles to the northwest, inbound runway 7, Bradshaw. And the real American Airlines Flight 318 is actually right ahead of us. If we had live traffic on, we're almost in sync with it. Alright, so let's continue the approach briefing here. It's an RNAV approach. We don't need any radios tuned. Final approach course 071. We've got that in both sides here. Alright. 071 both sides. Glide slope intercept is Amida at 2000. We got that in. Minimum is 1270, which is very, very high. It's one of the unusual parts of this approach. We got that in. Airport elevation and runway elevation is 168, so 150 will do us just fine. Let's see here. Missed approach, climb 3000, direct Udgell and hold. That's straight out. It's a non-standard holding pattern. It means left-hand turn, so we go outbound plus 30. Outbound is here, 071 plus 30, so we cross Udgell and goes 101. Outbound 4 nautical miles, which is to hold, and then the left-hand turn back into a heading of 251. Alright, transition level ATC, I'm going 5,000, 7,600 right now. We're coming here from Gabar. Down to Omono, which is our initial approach fix, to Lomdo, and then in we go. These values 12.37349 are all straight up because it's an RNAV approach. We're not dealing with an ILS transmitter at the opposite end of the runway, so these are telling us actual distances to the runway. Now here's the interesting thing about this approach. Descent angle 3.45 degrees. Now I don't quite, well, I suppose I do know quite why they did that. I was about to say I don't know why they did that, but the reason why they did that is because of trying to keep us high to keep us away from annoying the living daylights out of people on the ground, which is perfectly acceptable. So let's take a quick look here at the airport diagram. So with any luck, get off Bravo, or excuse me, actually we're going to be coming this way, so we very unlikely we get off Bravo, but we'll certainly try. Alright, so Gabar is there's no circle around that star, so that's a fly-by waypoint, which is why we didn't fly over it. Alright, so should be walking back to speed because I have 209 set in a mono, and that's what I want, is 209. I want the airplane slowed down. So a mono is the initial approach fix, so now we will arm the approach. This is an RNAV approach, so we're in that kind of, I forget the name of that mode, but it mimics an ILS approach. So, and the other interesting thing is I'm going to be landing flaps 40, which I normally don't do. The reason I'm landing flaps 40 is because this is a short-ish runway. It's a very steep approach, that 3.5 degree glide slope. I mean, you can see going 144 knots, it's already 855 feet a minute descent rate, which is pretty strong. You know, so we really want to be on the ball as far as that goes. So let's put in the first degree of flaps. And whoopsie, I meant to keep my headset and my track IR paused while I fidget. Alright, 5,000 feet is going to be standard altimeter setting. Bradshaw, traffic American 318, 10 mile, left base, runway 07, Bradshaw. So, ready to go, flaps 5. Alright, I am going to set axe braking here. Turn on the runway turn off lights. We'll set the engine starters to continuous. And you can see Lambdo is a flyover waypoint as well. So, and you can see what that means. It means you lead the turn, right? Bradshaw, traffic American 318, turning a 10 mile final, runway 07, Bradshaw. Lambdo is 12.3, but we're cutting inside it, so. Arming the speed brake. The Sul is 7 miles, so that'll be a good spot for gear down flaps 15. Actually, you know what? I'm going gear down, flaps 15. And I'm not going to be afraid to be a chicken. I just want to be, really want to be in a good spot here as far as this approach goes. So the Sul, we're at 1.2. 4 from Desul right now. Desul is 7.3. So once we are 2.1 from Amida, that is going to be 7 miles. Flaps 30. We're going to get it nice and slow down here. So the descent angle and the change in my normal flap setting is going to give me a different sight picture. Bradshaw, traffic American 318, 7 mile final, runway 7, Bradshaw. So now that we are on glide path,
2500.
This up to 3,000. Amida is 5 miles. Field is in sight. I know that I'm going very slowly right now. I'm okay with that. I really am. Alright, gear down 3 green, flaps 30, auto brake is set, lights are on, engine start is on continuous. We are ready to rumble. Bradshaw, traffic American 318, 5 mile final, runway 7, Bradshaw. Alright, going flaps 40. So it's going to give us a different sight picture here than what we're used to. Might take a little bit more power. Than we're used to as well. Alright.
Approaching minimums. Minimums.
Continuing. Auto throttle is disengaged.
One thousand.
Stabilized.
$500. 400. 300. 200. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
And there's reversers, there's speed brakes. And toe brakes. Flaps coming up. That I was quite pleased with. I mean, was it perfect? Nope. But you know what? It's alright. Really is alright. I wasn't too bad at all. Really wasn't too bad at all. So let's bring up our airport map here. Vacating Charlie. Okay. So we'll take Charlie down until we get to the big boy parking spaces. We'll take one of those, obviously. One of these 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 down here. So I think, like I said, overall quite pleased with that. Overall quite pleased with that. Bradshaw traffic, American 318, clear of runway 07, Bradshaw. Definitely going to use our pilot voice on that one, right? As we drive into a ditch here. And I think I'm perfectly happy to take this first one right here. And obviously this is I'm not even paying attention. This is our first look at this new airport. And as you saw, that's a challenging approach in the 737. I mean, if you're on the ball and ahead of the game, you're alright. You know, you're going to be alright. I am generally speaking not on the ball nor ahead of the game. Alright, toe brakes are set. Set the parking brake, cut the engines. Look up top, turn the seatbelt sign off, let the people free. Turn these off. Alright, we didn't switch our landing lights off and turn our taxi lights on, so we are not perfect, which is generally known and accepted. Let's go down here to FS Actions, Ground Services, set the chocks, request the ground power unit. Then we'd go over. Yeah, so now it's going to start messing with me. Now what we're going to do is switch that to stairs. And we will request all of these lovely things here. Let's get us some air conditioning. Now we can get up top here. Ground power is available. We'll turn that on. There we go. Now we can turn the APU off. Turn that off. Turn that off. Turn those off. Boop, 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 boop. We'll turn that all off. And we'll turn these off. I know you're supposed to do this in a systematic manner, but I'm just not doing it in a systematic manner at this point. Air conditioning is connecting at this point. Let's go over and get that request the stairs. Alright, stairs are coming. Let's see. And the air conditioning is connected, so we'll turn the packs off. So we are pretty much good to go. Doors coming over. Let's have a quick look at what our landing rate was. Landing rate was 251. Landed in 2,085 feet. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. We will file our PIREP for American Virtual Airlines. Pretty proud of that one, I gotta say. So before I continue to babble for an endless period of time, let's open a door here. Alright, doors open. So now what we're gonna do at this airport. I'm gonna pause this right here. I'm just gonna fire up me handy dandy controller here, and we will have a look. Yeah. Whoopsie. Alright, that looks pretty good, don't you think? Okay, so now let's have a look here at Bradshaw International Airport on St. Kitts. Alright, so don't mind me, I have no idea what I'm doing. Look at this. This looks fantastic. This looks really great. Nice detail. You can see, I mean, the thing about, so SLH Sim Designs is new, right? It's a new company. They have, I mean, they did Clayton J. Lloyd on Anguilla, which endears them to me forever. So they really can't do any wrong after doing that airport, in my opinion. But look at this. I mean, look at the detail. Passengers, you got somebody in a wheelchair over there. I mean, you've got, I wouldn't be surprised if you can go in the freaking duty free. Okay. I was literally just looking to see if they went into that much detail. But I mean, this is just fantastic. You know, and the detail they put into things is unbelievable. Let's go down here. At the old car park. Not the old car park, it's a car park. Got the taxis. I mean, the signs on the door. I mean, it's amazing. And obviously, you head back in there. You know, their attention to detail is just, I mean, there's a no parking sign, you know. There's the taxi stand. There's the parking entrance there. And you can see, like, for example, stuff like this. You know, you've got your containers, your shipping containers, which you see all over the Caribbean. You know, obviously the field is very nicely modeled. You know, and check this out. I mean, it's unbelievable. Now, mind you, there is, I will point out, for those of you who don't want to or can't spend, you know, the money to buy this, it's $16 from slhsimdesigns.com. I believe it's their website, but just Google it. There's a great freeware airport for, a great freeware version of this airport on flightsim.to. So I'm not like hawking wares here, you know. It's Matter of fact, whenever I do these airport reviews and there's a good freeware version, I will always tell you. Because I used the freeware versions until these payware versions came out. You know, because, you know, you had to. Look at this, people chilling out here. Oh, wow. What a great place to hang out. And it wouldn't surprise me in the least if SLH did those cruise ships down there too. So, I mean, the field looks beautiful. What's this up here? Let's go have a look, see what this is. Maybe the tower it looks like, huh? Tower in the fire department. So, got the tower, you got your fire department. See this and look, this is the kind of stuff, right? Like they could easily just use the, you know, the fire trucks from a different service, and who would really notice, right? Except for me. So I gotta say, another really, really impressive airport, and enjoyed the approach and landing, and definitely enjoy this. Just over there, by the way, on the next island down, Nevis, is another great little freeway airport for Nevis. So, yeah, thumbs up for SLH Sim Designs on this one, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we'll talk soon.